we are in Flint.
So Leanne's house is pretty much kind of ground zero for lead. Lead samples that came back from her house in 2015 were toxic waste levels of lead.
Why are you still here?
Because this is our community. This is where our friends and family are. I can tell you it takes me 20 gallons of bottled water, the actual gallons, to bathe my 7-year-olds. And we have a...
You do that how?
You take it and you heat it up on the stove.
You heat water in pots on a stove?
Yes.
And pour it into a bathtub?
Yes.
This is a very interesting area. Why is all this boarded up? It's all abandoned?
Well, Lisa can talk to you about this, Alec. Her house was worth $60,000. It's now worth about $6,000.
How are you?
It's kind of hard for me, but I work hard.
You're still going to Michigan School for the Deaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Well, we're going to talk to your mom. You guys stay warm and we'll be back. I saw a cut of the film for you and your family. Your bills are over $600 a month?
Mine was this past month, $640.
How much water are you using?
The water is now shut off because we're not even able to be in the house. And there's no way you could sell your home. Who's gonna buy a home where you can't use the water?
Who's helping you?
Nobody.
This is your neighbor?
Yes, this is Mrs. Evans.
Mrs. Evans? Mrs. Evans is over here yelling at us. Is the coffee still there?
Don't you need it?
So this is for Taylor. What have they told you about the quality of water and the filtration of the water at your school?
Sure, I'm like how we can fishy, but a lot of people don't care about us.
These chairs belong to my grandmother.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
You love your family, I can tell. You stayed. You're here. Did you ever think about leaving?
No,
Never.
I'm too old.
You are.
I'm 80 years old.
You've lived in this house for how long?
Since 1963.
So you raised your kids in this house?
Yes. We don't use this water.
Right.
You know.
They want to charge you for the water whether you use it or not.
We just want to come home.
Are you the mayor?
I am.
So their neighbor, let me just tell you this quick story. Their neighbor, Mrs. Evans, an African-American woman from Mississippi.
Is she little?
Yes. Zatan?
I know her,
Yeah, her.
Zatan.
She just had us over her house for coffee and cake.
Oh, wow, you know what?
She
I
invited us
am
in her house.
her granddaughter's godmother.
No. Let me just ask you this. Do you think that they let happen to Flint what happened because Flint is poor or Flint is African-American since all the white flight after the jobs left, or both?
I think it's both.
You do?
I think it's an issue of race and it was an issue of class. I believe it's both of those factors coming together. Because I do believe that had this been a different community, a more affluent community, if it did happen, it sure would have gotten fixed. We wouldn't have had to go a year and a half, you know, holding up jugs of brown water, people complaining about their hair, people complaining about skin rashes, having people die of Legionnaires. We didn't know this initially, but then as the doctors started looking and researching, they said, wow, the amount of miscarriages and stillbirths went up in the city of Flint during that time. The cases of pneumonia went up. Well, were they really pneumonia or were they Legionnaires? We don't know, and they're going to be finding these kinds of things out. We have to look at what's going on in the school system as far as mental health and the need for mental health, with the juvenile justice system, special education. Will there be an increase in foster care and adoption? For years, people are going to be anxious. They're going to be scared.
Demoralized?
Oh, yeah, exactly. All
They feel
of
like
those
nobody
things.
cares.
Like nobody cares.